Welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I'm Danielle D, or Coach Danni D, and I help women to create luxury brands by creating processes and tightening their branding. This is where we talk about how to build your business in a way that allows you to work with ease and enjoy your life. My happy space is spending as much time as humanly possible in my pajamas. And I want to help others to find their happy space while still running profitable businesses. So get comfortable and let's dig in. Hello, it is Coach Danni D with the Profits in Pajamas podcast. And with this podcast, I like to help people to navigate having profitable businesses while also being able to have that work with ease lifestyle. So, whatever that looks like for you, I love being in my PJs. I love traveling, love hanging out with my family. That's what it looks like for me. That's what time freedom gives me. But it may be something different that it gives you. It may give you the opportunity to work on your business instead of in your business. It may give you the opportunity to expand to do other things. What does that work with ease outcome look like for you? I'm here to help you to get there. So, in today's episode, I want to talk about keeping your eyes on your own paper. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because oftentimes, comparison can be the thief of joy. And we have to know what our limitations are. Sometimes we, feel like if we are trying to, focus on our own stuff and not what's going on around us, that shows that we are, envious of someone else or what have you. And that doesn't have to be the case. But here's the thing, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing, there are going to be other people doing something similar to what you're doing. They're going to be competitors. They're going to be, other people in your industry. And you choose whether or not you want to look at them as competitors or not. I am a big believer of I feel like we all have been given a unique assignment. And even within the same field, what one person brings to it is going to be different than what another person brings to it because just purely because the history of that person, because of, their life experiences, because of their knowledge, because of, everything involving that, each person is going to bring something to the table. And that's why when, you have like a vast amount of things, a vast amount of options in front of you, that's why somebody gravitates towards one thing over the other. Ultimately, I work with a lot of my clients on branding and creating that client connection. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it boils down to is you communicate who you are as a business in a way that that ideal client hears you and connects with you. So that those are your people. And when you are being truly authentic, when you are putting, your best efforts out there, then your people will find you. But as much as there a value in knowing what else is out in the market? Yes, there's a value in that, but not when it gets to the point where you're not focusing on your own work. Knowing what's out there gives you a kind of gauge of the market, but it becomes a distraction when you're trying to compete against what they're doing because what they're doing is their assignment. They were given an assignment and you were given an assignment. It's like if, let's say The classroom is, I'm gonna just use because I have a balloon business. I know a lot of my listeners have balloon businesses. If the classroom, we're taking balloon 101, right? So we're in that classroom and the teacher's handing out papers. You're assuming that the teacher is handing out the same paper to all of the students. They're not. Your test is different than mine. Your journey is different than mine. Your obstacles are going to be different than mine. Your successes are going to be different than mine. So looking on my paper is not going to solve anything. And if it's a time test and you're busy looking at my paper, the time is going to expire and your paper is going to be blank when it's time to turn it in. So I want you to, really kind of pull back from that energy. And I mean, I'll just share personally like this, this week, and it's not the first time this has happened. I was asked about another person's coaching program. I really don't know the answer, not because of any other reason than that wasn't the assignment that was given to me. I focus on what I am creating, what I am providing for my clients. And in doing that, I try because I am constantly building, growing, evolving. When I am in creation mode, when I am in strategic mode, I tend to block everything else out. And I tell people all the time when you're going on a growth journey as well, anytime that you are transitioning, I recommend isolating as much as possible. And the reason why I say that is, and I don't mean to the point that you're not talking to anybody on earth. That's not what I mean. But I don't, when you are growing, when you are building, when you are creating, you're in a very open place. And for me, I know that there are wonderful people out there that are doing amazing things in the same industry as me, people that I respect, people that I admire. I know that. But when I'm working on what I need to be putting out, when I'm trying to make sure that I am being diligent in doing my assignment, I don't want to hear the outside noise. I have people say all the time, "Oh, did you listen to such and such? They said this thing. Can you do, something on this?" I I let God pour into me what I need to speak on and what direction he wants me to go in. I, look at what strategies I'm working on and I stay loyal to that. It's not anything, against what that other person is doing. That other person is doing brilliant work. It is about making sure that I am coming through clearly in my voice. And that's the same thing that you have to look at in your business. What is your voice? Who are you trying to reach? Are you doing your best to do the things, to execute the things that are a part of your assignment? I see posts all the time. I can't believe this person did this, or this cheaper person came into my market. This person is doing something similar to me, or we all can create a quote unquote villain. We all can create, you know, this drama in our story. Here's the thing. Your assignment didn't change. There's always gonna be somebody cheaper. There's always gonna be somebody that's not running their business in an ethical way, that's going to undercut or going to badmouth. That's another thing. Don't ever badmouth a competitor. Don't ever. Like even if you legitimately, have a reason, you don't want to get business because downplayed your competitor. You want business because they wanted to do business with you and they know that you are the right choice. Just a side note. But the point is you need to focus on your work. Focus on what you need to be doing. What are your goals? And when you feel those moments where you're like, oh, so and so is doing this, and maybe they're further than me, or, you know, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe when you feel those moments, then you need to regroup and say, wait, hold up. No matter what so and so is doing, that has nothing to do with my assignment. And if I'm not where I need to be, then my energy needs to be focused on getting there. My energy needs to be focused on getting my strategy together, getting my plan together, taking action to execute my plan, not their plan, not a knockoff of their plan, my plan, execute my plan and my assignment. So I would like for you to think about that and think about when you have those moments of comparison. They're not on the same journey. They are not given the same assignment. Focus in, study your work, do your work. Comparing, this to that, that's not a part of your work. This is not a part of your work. You can look at it and see it and say, oh, that's nice. If you can't look at what somebody's doing and just, admire what they're doing without it interfering with what you're doing, then you need to pull back. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't mean that you are jealous of what they're doing. It just means that you're not finished doing your work yet. You're not finished doing your work if you feel some sort of way about somebody else's work. So pull back, work on you, do what you need to do to get where you need to get. Um, if you just need to pull back because it's too much noise. I don't consume a lot of content right now. I just don't. I haven't for a while. I kind of pulled back earlier this year and I don't consume a lot of content. And it's not for any other reason than I got a full plate right now. I have an assignment, and that assignment is huge. And I need to focus on execution because when I execute, then I am fulfilling my assignment, which is to help as many wonderful, creative women to take their businesses to the next level. That's my assignment. That is my assignment. And so I spend my energy focusing in on mastering that assignment and making sure that I keep those testimonials coming in from my clients, that I am, serving who I was charged to serve. That's where my focus is. And for me to truly stay focused on that, I can't take in a lot. I just can't. I don't have the capacity for that right now. But I see things from afar and I admire a lot of what I see around me. But I'm not going to do the comparison game. I'm not because God made me uniquely me. And he gave me a specific assignment. Just like he made you uniquely you and gave you a specific assignment. So, out of respect for him, focus on your assignment. Work on your assignment because your people are waiting for you to show up. And not only your people, as far as your client, but somebody else is watching your journey. And as you move, they move. So lean into what that assignment is. Focus on that assignment and keep your eyes on your own paper. All right, guys, that's what I have for you right now. Um, um, I am going to be putting out some dates this week for some upcoming workshops. I had a few people ask about a CRM workshop, and I'm going to put up the date for the next luxury brand 6 week intensive. I know this time, has been very busy with back to school and that type of stuff like that. So I'm going to get that out to you guys this week. And I want to see you all go do something to play big in your business. If you are looking to get that focus in your business, if you're looking to uncover what your assignment is, if you're not clear about that, you need to uncover what your assignment is and get strategic about working towards it. Coach Danny D is always here for you. You can go to coachdannyd.com. The link is going to be in the show notes, and you can sign up for a discovery call and we can talk about where you are and what are your best next steps. So I love to hear from you guys, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you for listening to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I hope you got some great tips to start working with ease. Want to stay connected? Follow me at Your Workflow on Instagram. For more information about building your luxury brand, register for my upcoming luxury brand workshop at coachdannyd.com.